Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this lesson, we'll explore quadratic equations, covering their definition, general form, and methods to solve them, including factoring, completing the square, and the quadratic formula. So let's get started. Introduction to quadratic equations. In this module, we're exploring quadratic equations, essential for JEE preparation. A quadratic equation is any equation where the highest power of the variable is 2, typically written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Here a, b, and c are constants, and it cannot be 0. Quadratic equations are fundamental for solving a wide range of mathematical problems, from calculating areas to solving motion equations in physics. Nature of roots and discriminant. Now, let's examine the roots of a quadratic equation, which are the solutions where the equation equals 0. The discriminant, represented as d, is b squared minus 4 times a times c. It determines the nature of the roots. If d is greater than 0, we get two distinct real roots. If d equals 0, there is one real, repeated root. And if d is less than 0, there are no real roots. Instead, the roots are complex numbers. Methods of solving quadratic equations. Factorization. Factorization is one way to solve quadratic equations. Here, we break down the equation into factors. For instance, let's solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0 by factoring. We look for numbers that multiply to 6 and add up to minus 5, which gives us x minus 2 times x minus 3. Setting each factor equal to 0, we find x equals 2 and x equals 3 as solutions. Completing the square. Completing the square is another method where we transform the equation into a perfect square. For example, take x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. Moving the constant to the other side, we add the square of half the coefficient of x to both sides, creating a perfect square. Solving this gives us our roots. Quadratic formula. For any quadratic equation, the quadratic formula provides a direct solution, using the formula x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all over 2a. We substitute our values for a, b, and c to find the solutions quickly, especially when factorization or completing the square is difficult. Properties of roots. Knowing the properties of roots can simplify problem solving. In a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, the sum of the roots is negative b over a, and the product of the roots is c over a. These properties are crucial for understanding relationships between the roots without fully solving the equation. Applications of quadratic equations. Quadratic equations have vast applications. For instance, in physics, they're used to model projectile motion, describing how an object moves under gravity. In geometry, they help find dimensions in problems involving area and parabolic shapes. Understanding these real-life applications of quadratic equations can make the topic more meaningful and insightful. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this lesson on quadratic equations, let us know what you'd like to learn next in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more educational content. See you in the next video.